Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from SportsbookReview.com. We are doing this is the Friday college basketball show from the beach in Jaco. No, we're not
I
at
wish
the beach
we were.
anymore. Yeah,
God,
yeah.
you had me for
nice
a minute.
It tricked you.
You know what, Pete?
What's that?
It was great. It was nice. It was relaxing. But I'll tell you what, I never picked a time to go south in my life. I couldn't win. I couldn't hit the backside of a barn last night if I was standing in behind it.
Yeah, it might have been just because there was so much stuff going on that you didn't have time to crunch the numbers or whatever it is that you do.
I'm never going to. Nope. I know one thing. This thing's cyclical, baby. We go through it.
Yeah.
It's the ebb and the flows, and it's who hangs with you. But last night I sent out a tweet, and I said, it's unacceptable. I promise you I will tighten up, and I know I will. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging in there with me, and the ones that are giving me hell, guess what? Give it to me. I deserve it. Throw it on me, buddy.
All right.
I deserve it.
Well, we have the Friday card. It's a small card.
But it's a new day, though, right?
Yes, that's right. A brand new day,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Wow.
I didn't have time to look at the totals on this card, but I did look at the spreads on the
How
overnights.
did you do yesterday?
Well, I nailed both of the super minor ones, Campbell and Robert Morris.
Okay.
But I had losses with both of my big underdogs with San Francisco and San Diego. I took chances on those, fading Gonzaga
I saw what happened
and
with San
St.
Francisco.
Mary's.
St. Mary's turned it on in the second half.
Exactly
They were
like I
tied.
said. Do you remember exactly like I said in the video?
You said it when we were driving, too.
Yeah,
At the beach, you said it.
See this one
second half, you said it.
I could see it being tied at the half, which it was.
You did. You said that. It was 30-30 at half.
But the point is that this is why I love betting, because your opinions don't matter at all unless you act on them. So if I have an opinion and then don't act on it, I may as well not even bet the opinion,
And
right?
then another thing, I had Xavier right there leading, damn near the whole game, leading out. Right, I thought, okay, throw 5 on top of that, we're looking good. Hell no, did not cover. So
they were up at halftime. I saw that halftime score. I was like, oh man, I really am good.
They were
at
up
this.
at 9. I know. I thought the same thing, Pete. You know what? It's okay. We are good at this. We're gonna have fun because you know what we're good at? Bouncing back, getting up, brushing our knees off. My God, I'm fired up now.
And that's the thing. Like usually, I do take first halves along with the full games, and if I had done that, I would have had winners with Xavier and San Francisco. But all right, the point is that I did look at the spreads on the overnights, and I do have a few picks that I think I'm thinking have some value. Mike Brennan. All right, we'll start with the first one. All right. Idaho State and Weber State. Now, Weber State is
Weber. Not even Weber, it's Weber.
Well, yeah, I think it's Weber State. I think that's the way it's pronounced.
Yeah, I used to pronounce it Weber.
Yeah, no, and Idaho State is at the bottom of the barrel in the Big Sky, and once in a while they have a decent game. Most of the time on the road they're getting blown the hell out.
Getting that blown the hell out.
So I'm
bottom of the barrel in the Big Sky. Think about the words you said. That doesn't sound too good for a hungover person.
Exactly. All right. So my sense is that it's more likely than not to happen again, and I'll take Weber State first half -9 and full game -16. Could get burned on it, but whatever. I'm going to do that.
Weber State was a ticket cashing machine a couple of years ago. Ooh, ATS.
Yeah, and they're pretty good this year as well, although not the ATS juggernaut that they were. I remember that year. All right.
Yeah.
And then another game I'm going to give. Brown and Yale played last week, and in our live show, I gave the opinion that I thought that Brown getting some points against Yale was a good bet, and they did wind up covering that one. They were a 6.5-point dog at home, wound up being a 1-point game. Now they're a 10-point dog on the road at Yale, and I'm thinking that why should this game not be relatively close as well? Again, I didn't look into deep into the if there's any key injuries for Brown, but if there aren't, I think this is more likely than not to be a single-digit game.
And you might be right there, Pete, because is it that drastic to justify the 4-point difference?
Yale is better for sure.
No, I know, but you know what? I'm doing this, and you're going to let me. I'm not going to take it I'm going to take Yale on the first half. This is a revenge game. Now they're at home. I like that. Now, when I looked last time I was looking at Yale, they had no injuries. That was the game before last.
I don't think it's a revenge. I think they won, but they lost ATS.
I understand that, but I'm not a revenge.
Yeah.
But now you're on our court. I think it gets different, and I was wrong with the revenge. But you know what? I like this first half.
What's
the best shop line? Is that going to be about 5.5?
Yes, it's 5.5. The bookmaker Chris Books -105.
I like it.
-105.
I just think Yale's just too deep, too better, too much better of a program, and I think they're going to show it in the first half. That's going to be a nice bounce back.
All right, you might be right. Yeah, I mean, to my eye, the line does look a little bit fishy in light of how close the game was last time. But I'm going to take Brown on the full game plus 10.
All right, so we can both cash, and we can both laugh, and we can both take that bookie's money, baby.
And then some other games that I was the two other games that I bet. I don't know. I feel like they because of the situation in the lines, I feel like there might be something I'm not seeing. But I bet Detroit at home -2, and I also bet Illinois Chicago -2 over Northern Kentucky and over Milwaukee and Northern Kentucky respectively. Detroit is not that great of a team, but neither is Milwaukee. Illinois Chicago, Northern Kentucky is a better team, but so is Illinois Chicago. I'm
going to let you say whatever you want about those teams, Pete, because I did not look into them. If I'm correct, though, Illinois Chicago's got
They're doing well. No, they're doing well. But Northern Kentucky has some good guard play. All right, you know what I'm going to do?
You need to do it, though, because I'm feeling it.
Yes.
You're trying to back out. Hell no, we had this conversation at the beach.
Yes.
You're pulling the trigger. Pull that trigger, pistol.
I'm going to give both of them on the full game and the first half.
There you
and
go.
If I get a 2-2 split on that, I'll be okay with it.
I think there's where you're going wrong. I just thought about it. It just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is, in the process of overthinking, you say, and if I'm wrong, it's okay. You always put it out there. No, how about this? You know what? I'm going to knock these things out. I'm going to get this done. That's what we're going to do.
I'm going to get this done, knock this thing.
No, for real.
Really up
Pete
to me.
said, I got to just have the ball to pull the balls, pull the plays.
Yeah, sure. What the hell? I'll take Detroit and Illinois, Chicago. Illinois, Chicago -2, Detroit -2.5, and I'll take them both on the first half as well. Detroit is going to have to be -1.
And
actually,
for the first, that confidence.
Yeah, for the Detroit, I'll take the money line, and for Illinois, Chicago, I'll take -1 on the first halves. All right, and then let's see the other games that I looked at. Dayton VCU is an interesting game. I'm not going to pull the trigger on that one.
That's a 10-foot pole for me.
Two high teams in the Atlantic, two top teams in the Atlantic 10, and then another one, Green Bay and Oakland. I've gotten a little bit burned on both those teams. Both those teams are good, but at times they lose. At times they do
Green
go
Bay
down.
screwed me. They screwed me twice now. Twice.
Yeah, absolutely. And Valparaiso, a good team, recently
overvalued
has become,
though.
But their last game was a massive blowout win, and maybe they've turned the corner from being just a good team to a great team at the end of.
Well, early on the season, Pete, you touched on it. I thought they were a little overvalued, and a lot of times, I don't know what it is, especially at home. That team has been overvalued this year, but maybe they did turn that corner. Again, a different team from a couple years ago when they were just an ATS machine.
Yeah. All right, and I was also leaning Harvard over Cornell. I took them on the overnight at 6. I think they're significantly better than Cornell, but I'm not going to pull the trigger on that one right now. So that might be one you want to bet on. Why?
Because see, there you go. You psychologically take yourself out of there, Pete.
Because I have a research note to look into.
Dennis, we're back from the beach, and I'm just telling you, he's doing it again. He's trying to mind fuck himself.
No, I know. There's a reason for it. No.
You hear that?
The reason
take him back to the beach.
The reason is that I have a note to look to a little bit more research into Cornell to figure out how capable they are or not, and I just haven't had time to do that. So I'm not sure. I feel like Harvard, and I did take him at 6, and it's now 6.5 or 7. All right, I'll take it. You want me to take it? I'll take it.
There you go. See, I do, because we had this conversation, and you told me, Mike Brenner, make sure I do. He pulled the trigger, pistol.
All right, I'll take him. I'll just take him on the full game -6.5, -110, and I did take it on the overnight at 6. So I guess the line movement supports that, and that's it. Those are all my picks for the Friday.
And I'm going with Yale on the first half -5.5. We're going to get it done at home. I like that play.
Sounds good, Mike Brenner. And are you going to be giving a Saturday college basketball picks later on?
I've already went. I looked at it. There's some perspective lines out, Pete. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm bouncing back.
All right, so we'll do that in a few hours. The Saturday, catch that one, the college basketball show for tomorrow's games later on this afternoon.
Yep, and thanks, guys, for your support while we were at the beach. We had a great time, and I'm telling you right now, the pencil's getting sharpened. We're going to do our job, and we're coming to you, baby.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.